So, you've decided to buy a property in France. Great choice, you won't regret it. Okay, let's get down to work. Before coming over, take time to think about your property project as a whole. If you don't know France very well, make the most of taking a couple of weekend breaks in order to taste the flavor of French life, but also to hone down on the area you like the most. Ask yourself questions such as, which are the easiest areas in France to commute to? What do I know about the French and their way of life? French traditions, the economy, and what the people are really like. If it's a permanent home, you also need to ask yourself if you and your family are prepared to learn to speak French and ready to adapt to a new way of living. France is known for its heavy administration. So, which are the documents will you need to have with you in order to buy? To gain time, don't forget your birth certificate, marriage certificate and passport for each one of the buyers concerned. Despite this administration policy, the French property system is actually a very safe one. In France, you need to know that gazumping and property chains do not exist, as it's a first sign, first served system. This means not only will you need to know how much you can afford to spend, but also have 10% of the buying price available as a deposit in order to reserve the property you wish to buy. Think about your home loan before you come over to visit properties. Will you be taking out a loan in your own country or in France? French banks will expect at least 30% of the price of the property as a deposit in order to obtain a loan. When you get to France, keep an open mind during the visits. French houses have their own particular style, which will be different from what you're used to in your own country. Don't be afraid of asking what you may think is the silliest of questions. Your agent is there to help and advise you on your purchase. If you don't find the property you want, use the ones you have already seen as a base to continue your search. If, on the other hand, you have found your ideal property, be prepared to make a rapid decision before taking a plane back home. I can reassure you, the French agreement of sale, known as compromis de vente, is a very safe contract for a buyer. Since the 1st of June 2001, a 7-day cooling off period exists, allowing those buying a property to retract from the purchase if need be, or after which both parties are committed. This mutual commitment is considered by French law as a transaction because the property has been identified and the price has been agreed. Once this sales contract has been signed by all parties, your agent will prepare all of the necessary paperwork before handing a complete dossier over to the notary. In turn, the notary will clear the final formalities and prepare the deeds of the property for the day of the final signature 2 to 3 months after signing the compromis de vente. The day you go to the notary's office is the day you will receive the keys and finally become the happy owner of your property in France.